everyone, and welcome to another brand new live episode of Strong Style here on this post Black Friday, but Thanksgiving Day weekend, holiday weekend. We are coming to you live. Appreciate you all joining us lively in the chat. I apologize, I was a little bit late, but handling some Mama Outlaw drama. It's good. We're good to go. I am the Outlaw, John Rocha, joined as always by my brother there, Aaron Turner. How are you, Aaron?
Feeling good, man. I don't know if I'll make it through the entire episode. I may pass out from massive pumpkin pie consumption, but here I am. I honestly I think if you guys watched the last watch along, I'd been sick, and
yes.
I'm still recovering. I don't have COVID. I've been tested negative.
Good.
But I took some cough medicine last night, and I slept from 9:30 to 9:30. So
wow.
I got a lot of sleep.
Okay. It means your body needed it, right? I mean, if you're getting 12 hours of sleep, that means your body was like, look, we're shutting this all down. You need to rest. So take the lesson. Whatever you've been doing, take the lesson, man. Take care of yourself, for God's sakes.
Let's not have a pie war, Roberto. I'm allergic to pecans. That's why I don't indulge in pecan pie.
Okay. So I mean, I'm not going to disagree with Roberto. Pecan pie is the best pie. I thought I wasn't going to have pie at our Thanksgiving celebration up in LA until our hostess pulled out a pecan pie at the last minute as a surprise, and I was very, very happy because she heard I do not eat apple and I do not eat pumpkin pie. But I hear you with the nut allergy. No disrespect there. How was your Thanksgiving, man? How was your thing? How were your things? Hanging out with the family and everything like that?
It was lovely. We played a board game called Brain Games, and you ever played it?
No, I don't even know what that is. What is it?
It's a little bit different than like because usually we play like Cards Against Humanity or Categories is a favorite and stuff like that. But we played Brain Games. It's like brain teasers.
Oh,
so you have to answer you have to answer 4 questions correct in 4 different categories.
Right.
And I I did a clean sweep. Like every round I just got it right, and I just won like real quick, and everybody got mad. So I'm like. In our family, I'm like the board game champion. Like,
really?
I love board games, and I will fucking wreck you at a board game.
Wow. Listen to that.
It doesn't okay. So we went to quick story. Went to my friend's house one time. It was her new boyfriend, like a bunch of couples went over. There's like 4 couples.
Right.
And she's like, let's play Seen It.
Oh yeah.
Let's play Seen It. Yeah. let's play Seen It. So we're playing this category where we're playing on the Xbox, and you have like a little buzzer. So what they do is like they do this like amalgamation of it's like movie posters, but they put it in like piece by piece.
Yes.
Like you can like buzz in however quick you buzz in. There's like you get so many more points. So I'd like buzz in first piece, boom, Pirates of the Caribbean, boom, John Wick, boom, something else. Right. And it got to the point where her boyfriend looked at me and was like, "This is fucking ridiculous. Like, do you want to?" I bet I could beat you in a welding contest. I was like, calm down, hillbilly. We're playing Seen It here. So, yeah, I make people mad, like not on purpose. Like I dial it back. I dial it back a little bit. But,
I like this. No, I like this new side. I like this new thing I've discovered. This is good.
But if we play a board game, if we play Mario Party, though, my wife, she smokes me, dude. Like she's the best Mario Party player I've ever seen.
There you go. That's good. It's good to have your wife be the smarter person in the room. Trust me, it's good to have that in life.
It's not bad.
It's right. All right. Well, let's get into. And speaking of we're going to get into a lot of things here today for sure. We're going to get into some Survivor Series reactions. Of course, it's been a week since it happened, but it's the first time we're on air, and we're also going to get into some MJF versus CM Punk promo stuff, which was glorious. And then we're going to do a watch along a little bit later on in the show. Survivor Series 2001, I believe, the Alliance versus the WWF from Survivor Series. That's your watch along for later on in the show, but we're going to get into all this other stuff. And don't forget, Streamlabs, Superchats, those are open. Hey, it's a holiday weekend. Send in some support, send in some love. Give thanks to us for bringing this show to you every week for you all to enjoy if you can. The Streamlabs address is right there on the screen there. It's also in the description, and I will pin it to the chat in just a second. But Aaron, where shall we go first?
Okay, so we'll talk about Survivor Series, and all that business, and we got to talk about. I was watching SmackDown last night before I fell asleep, and I'm glad I did fall asleep because the Toni Storm and Charlotte business we'll get into. But let's talk a little bit about Survivor Series first. It's that big four, one of the big four, the tentpole pay-per-views that WWE has every year. Mm-hmm. Of course, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and of course WrestleMania.
Right.
But it just didn't feel like to me that the stakes were high. Like you have these groups of people fighting for brand supremacy when they were just on the other brand a minute ago. So it's like, how can you have such loyalty to Raw if you were just on Raw
right
2 minutes ago?
Yeah.
So the stakes were for none, but it wasn't all bad. Like,
right.
I thought the Big E versus Roman Reigns match was really good.
That's a damn good match.
I think it really showed what Big E can do. I mean, we already knew what Roman could do, but Big E, like, for the most part, hasn't had like that big of stage. Probably the most important match of his career so far, singles wise. And I thought he did great. I thought he showed out. I thought it was a great match. The other stuff just didn't really interest me. The Charlotte and Becky thing was all right. They didn't kill each other, which was interesting. The Survivor Series matches themselves, okay, I guess. Bianca Belair getting a bit of a push when she already got a push, but you guys took it away from her was interesting. So there's that. Just mixed feelings. I'd give it a C grade if I had to. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, I think maybe a B minus, not quite to the C, because I do think that the Becky and Charlotte match, I kind of enjoyed that. It sounds like I enjoyed that a little bit more than you did, but I certainly agree with you 100% on the Roman Reigns Big E match. That was stellar, brother. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if they were, and they did a great job. And it was a clean win. I mean, there was some controversy, whatever, but it was a clean pin overall, and it was a great back and forth between both of them. And Big E, I mean, there were so many almost, those almost, it was so close to getting those getting that 3 count on Reigns, and it was great and it was believable. And the moves they were kicking out of were incredibly done by both guys. So to me, I really enjoyed that part. I did enjoy the Becky Lynch versus Charlotte, but I agree with you, man. The female and the male Survivor Series matches were kind of boring and didn't quite get there at all. And the Battle Royale was even worse with Omos taking care of everybody. And even the Ricochet stuff with him and Omos at the end was just kind of ridiculous. So to me, in the end, I was unsatisfied, unsatisfied, as Malkovich might say. And in the end, I was like, okay, 2 good matches. That was enough to save the pay-per-view, but there was only like five or 6 matches on the whole card. Yeah. So in the end, it was enough to kind of recommend those matches, but not really much else. I'm curious to see why you didn't enjoy the match with Becky and Charlotte. I thought the ending was lame, but I thought the match itself was damn good. Maybe some of the best wrestling Becky has ever done, to be honest with you.
I mean, it was fine. It's just like, hey, I've played this record before.
Fair.
Like I know what they're doing here. I know that someone just said in the comments, Murderonto said Reddit went crazy about Becky's outfit.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. A lot of people went crazy about Becky's outfit, and
yeah,
I get it. Becky doing the whole WandaVision kind of tribute, people said, which I didn't see that, and that Charlotte was Agatha Harkness, which I was like, well, it's a little late for these references, but okay. I'll take it. But yeah, I mean, they're like 2 of the best women in the entire world. Of course, they're going to put on a good match, but am I numb to it a little bit? So.
Okay, that's fair. I thought the ending was lame, though. I don't know what the ending, and Becky saying, I got you, I beat you, crowing over holding the ropes. That to me doesn't seem like that makes sense, because, when they're essentially both heels. So in the end, you have to kind of strip that away because it cancels each other out. And so you're just like, well, who is the one that I really want to cheer for? And I think Charlotte actually got the better of Becky in terms of the match itself. And in the end, Becky gets that roll up and, does the crafty thing of looking away from the ref and then noticing when the ref is looking down to grab the rope and get that 3 count. So respect that in terms of gamesmanship, in terms of intelligence or whatever. But what's with the emotional response afterwards? And apparently WWE released some pictures and Becky was smiling Charlotte was smiling when she came through the ropes or the curtains at the gorilla position, but Becky was all emotional afterwards. What do you think this is, man? Do you think Charlotte's just built to be the alpha dog, and with Becky, there's a lot of emotion in achieving the things that she's achieving?
It could be that. I mean, I think Charlotte's just comfortable being at the top. Maybe Charlotte's smiling because, I got him. I got the reaction that I wanted. I'm a bad guy. I'm getting a bad guy reaction. Maybe that's what she wanted all along. Or maybe she's smiling because I'm getting the hell out of here soon. I don't know. Maybe she was thinking that. I don't know. But a lot of different things going on. There's going to be a lot to unpack with these 2 in the next 6 months, I think. Yeah,
agreed. And don't be surprised if we see them come back together. This is going to play out in a storyline at some point down the road. I mean, Becky keeps saying, that we can't be friends and be in the same side of the coin in terms of branding and all that kind of stuff. But you don't know how much of that is a work and how much of that is real. But either way, I thought they put on a damn good match. So yeah, those are the thoughts on Survivor Series. Anything more?
Can we talk about this thing real quick? Like,
yeah,
I was one of the people, and I feel dumb after the fact, but
okay.
The Rock, it was The Rock's 25th anniversary. Rock don't even show up, which I get it. He's doing Red Notice publicity tour. I guess he was overseas or something.
Right.
But he didn't even send in a video. Like, he didn't even say, like, yeah, hey, thanks for everything. And, 25 years of The Rock, you never know when The Rock's going to show up. Something like that would be great. They didn't even get that, dude. It's just a fucking stupid, like, hey, here's The Rock's career over 25 years. This is where it started. It's like, you would think that if you were going to do something like that, you would have something from The Rock in your pocket.
Right.
Or something ready to go. But they had nothing. And then The Rock didn't even acknowledge it. Like, he was on Instagram, like, eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like, what the fuck? I was like, what is going on? But I wanted to throw that in there before we got to all the super chats and stuff. Because I just, like, I thought he was going to come.
Yeah.
Until they said, we're going to, because initially the match that was going to lead off was going to be Roman and Big E. Right. Then they switched it to Charlotte and Becky from main event to going on first. So I thought when they switched it, I was like, oh, okay, well, The Rock's definitely was not going to come out first.
Right.
So when they switched it, I was like, yeah, he's definitely not coming out because there's no way they would do something like that. So
yeah, I had no illusions that he was going to show up. I mean, they were doing... Yeah. They were promoting Red Notice like crazy all over that broadcast. So it was almost like The Rock was already there, to be honest with you, without actually being there. But you make a great point, because I hadn't even thought of this, what you just said, the idea that he could have recorded a message and said something to the WWE. But, who knows where his head is at? Is he moving farther and farther away from professional wrestling? Is he moving in as he becomes more and more of a worldwide global icon and brand name? Does he want to necessarily do stuff? Because I'm sure it wouldn't have cost him anything to record a video for about 10-15 minutes, depending on how many takes, saying how much he appreciates the fans, thanking the WWE for the 25th anniversary celebration of The Rock, and maybe even taking a couple of shots at Vince or at Triple H or at Jericho. Well, maybe not Jericho, or Austin or somebody there, just having some fun with him. Maybe even Reigns, a little joke about who the real head of the table is. That could have been funny, and it would have given Reigns something to play off of later on if he'd done a promo either before the match with Big E or after the match with Big E. It could have been fun to see that kind of play out. But you're right. It was kind of a little bit of a letdown. But then again, so much has been a bit of a letdown with the WWE, right? Aaron, over the last few months, it's just been like one thing after another. With all the great matches, there's also like 4 or 5 different things you can name that are disappointing. And maybe if they're cutting all these people for budgetary cuts, The Rock's got a quote. The Rock's got a price. And maybe either WWE or Peacock didn't want to pay it. That's very possible as well. As much as he may be a part of the brand, if they don't pay him, why would he do it?
Hey, come on, man. It's still named SmackDown. It's still named after The Rock. So it's not like it's going anywhere. So I think if The Rock wanted to be involved with something with Roman Reigns, he would. It's that easy. True. It's that easy. True. So yeah.
I'm sure Vince wouldn't have an issue with that at all. All right, let's move into some of these super chats, as you mentioned here. Aaron Roberto Arsenal coming in first said, the Miz comment Punk made to MJF are fighting words, and I'd rather watch any death match over that mess of a battle royale with pizza WWE had. Oh, man. Dude, yeah. I forgot about the pizza thing. That was ridiculous. Yeah, I mean,
AJ Styles shouldn't be fighting for pizza. Put it that way.
When did the WWE become a YouTube channel? That's what that feels like to me. Like, and look, I'm speaking from my own fucking experience. Like, when did the WWE become a YouTube channel? I can shill pizza because I'm still building, but if I'm a global icon, what am I doing having my wrestlers throwing pizza out into the audience, for God's sakes? That's something you see at a lower level promotion as they're throwing t-shirts, free t-shirts out to the fans at a 500 in a high school gymnasium. That's not something you're seeing. That just seemed really low rent to me. Man, what did you think?
Yeah, that was stupid. You know who does that? The Orlando Magic. Okay, don't be the Orlando Magic. Throwing pizza and fucking cannon t-shirts and shit. Don't be that.
All right. Anyway, thank you, Roberto. Moving on to Orlando Orego. What's up, Orlando? He says rumors AEW's next pay-per-view will be in Orlando, Florida. Aaron, would you go? I want to go since I'm 4 hours away. Aaron.
Yeah, there's rumors that Revolution will be at the Amway Center in Orlando, and I would definitely go. So, yeah, sign me up.
For that one, you wouldn't be put into a giveaway, right? You'd have to actually buy the tickets. Am I correct on that? Because you get to go to AEW, don't you?
On occasion. On occasion.
Right.
On occasion. I am in the press bubble for AEW, but I'd probably just go as a fan. I'd probably take my buddy, my buddy TJ would probably go. So,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I would go to that. I got a lot of stuff coming up, so I don't know if I'll be able to afford it, but I'll try.
We gotta get TJ back on the show for a little bit. It'd be nice to have him to stop by. Zach Woolley said, "Am I the only one that felt like The Rock was coming on Sunday?" Clearly not.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
It felt like it for sure.
I think it's because I've been watching so much Rock stuff lately. Like I watched I don't know if you've been in the loop on what's it called? Ruthless Aggression. Like they came out with series or season 2. New one?
Okay.
Yeah, season 2 came out, and the first episode is Hollywood Rock, like that whole thing.
Oh yeah, I loved Hollywood Rock.
It's incredible. It's a great episode.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I would recommend if you haven't checked that out, definitely check that out. So I've been watching a lot of Rock stuff. So I was like, man, I was really excited for him to come out, and it's kind of sucked.
Damn, I should go. I should definitely watch that. I loved Hollywood. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I loved it.
I love it.
Slow fucking camera moving around Hollywood or LA, and then a slower version of it. It was brilliant. Brilliant.
It's great. And it's funny because obviously they filmed it a long time ago, and Adam Cole is in it, and it's his former WWE superstar, Adam Cole.
Yikes.
But yeah, it's good. You guys should check it out. I think like maybe they've done 3 or 4 episodes. But I happened to be searching and I caught it. So.
Good to know. All right. Gramash says, are AEW chants on Survivor Series a proof of discontent growing between fans of the WWE? Giving you thanks for what's now years of entertainment, Collider Body Slam. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my God, I remember those days. Yeah, Aaron, what do you think? Do you think that's they're becoming more and more vocal? I mean, WWE fans are not quiet, man. They're not silent no matter how much broadcasts try to drown them or substitute other chants during broadcasts. What do you think here?
Well, first of all, thank you, Gramash, for the time for the kind words.
Absolutely.
Second of all, had it been in like Des Moines, Iowa, I'd be like, wow, that's interesting. But it's in Brooklyn, man. Like the fans of Brooklyn are ruthless. Like New York fans are ruthless. It's like WWE Central. So if they're gonna chant AEW at WWE, they're gonna do it just to be dicks. The same, they'll do that in Philly, they'll do it in Chicago.
Yeah,
that's just how they do it. But yeah, is there a discontent growing between a certain fan group in WWE and as opposed to like in AEW? Absolutely. I feel like I'm becoming one of those people where I turn on WWE because I have to, and I watch AEW because I want to. So
right.
That's the big difference for me right now.
That's a fair point. I watched Rampage last night watching Britt Baker. Nice match she had there as well. Luis
lost.
Yeah. Luis Enrique de la Peña says, is it just me or are most of the women wearing a lot of leather in revealing outfits as of late? All right, let's address this, Luis Enrique, because Aaron and I were texting about this a little bit during Survivor Series as well. And I'm all about women embracing their bodies, showing off their bodies, not showing off their bodies. Whatever they want to do is what they want to do. But you can't deny that it does feel like lately more of the ladies in the WWE are starting to reveal more of their bodies depending on their outfits. And it feels a little bit like we're sliding into that divas territory a little bit, TNA matches and all that from the 90s and early 2000s. And I'm wondering if this is a result of the ratings going down, of the attention going to AEW. Is this kind of a quiet, behind the scenes, hush, hush, no memo issued, but kind of unspoken thing where they've let it be known to the lady wrestlers, hey, show a little bit more, be a little more sexy or whatever, because that's the sexiest outfit Becky has ever worn. Not that she's not a sexy person, of course, but that outfit was incredible. So you're like, well, is this where they're going? Aaron, what do you think? Am I off base?
I don't know. And I think that in the case of Becky, because we talked about this, I think that Becky is in the best shape of her life. Like she looks incredible. Not that she didn't look incredible before, but like
no doubts,
super ripped, super toned, like everything. And I think maybe she was just like, I feel good in this. I'll wear this.
Yeah.
So the difference between the Diva era and the current era of women's wrestling is that the women can actually wrestle, and they actually, but for the most part, I will be
other than Trish and Lita
for the most part.
Yeah.
They do give them time on TV to wrestle. I think that's the biggest difference.
Right.
As far as outfits and revealing, I'm trying to think of like the top tier athletes. Like Sasha Banks has worn the same gear forever.
Right.
Bailey's worn essentially the same gear forever. Charlotte got rid of, like, she had like a thing that covered her midriff, but she got rid of that, which because she's in like the best shape of her life, which is kind of insane because she's always been in great shape. But she wanted to show off her work, and I get that. That's, I mean, why not? I mean, Becky was kind of a one-off. She's sometimes, if she used to wear like a like, I don't know what you call it in women's realm. I would call it like a onesie or something, but she would like with no pants essentially. So it's like she's worn that before. I think it just took people by surprise because she hasn't worn that in so long.
Right.
But the same thing with the men. Like, let's not discount like Finn Balor coming out. And we know Finn, I love you, dude. I know you're pumping air into your motherfucking tights before you come out and do the rope thing. I get it, dude. I get it. You're sexy, man. I know you're pumping air. No offense, none taken. I don't care. It's fine. The ladies love it.
Right.
But I think it goes, honestly, I think it goes both ways. Like, I think men's tights have been getting smaller. I think women's tights have been getting smaller. It doesn't distract me any more than anything. I think what's funny is on NXT, they had what Twitter has described as the gratuitous Mandy Rose cam, where they will like film Mandy Rose from like the feet and like slowly go up her body.
Yeah.
But they quit doing that. So I was like, oh man, they got rid of the gratuitous Mandy cams. Maybe they caught that and was like, oh, okay, maybe we need to tone it down a little bit. I don't know. I don't have a problem with it, of course, but you know, as long as we don't go back to bra and panties matches and shit like that, I'm good.
Okay. All right. I just saying, it feels like it's on the horizon, but like I said, I may be way off. I may be wrong. And again, I want to reiterate so no one takes us out of context. Totally support women showing off their bodies, proud of themselves, showing everything off. Totally. No worries there at all. Just looking at the timing of it all and just having some opinions on it. That's all. Luis Enrique de la Peña, of course, sent in some more. He said, it's a shame that WWE has one or two wrestlers in each division that always fight for a title, whereas in the past there were 5 or more. Well, yes and no. I mean, we've got Liv Morgan now coming for the title. We've got on the other side with Charlotte, Toni Storm, which we'll get to in just a second. So there is more than one or two people going for the titles, don't you think?
Well, I understand what Luis is saying because it always feels like it's just like one or two people, because it always feels like it's Sasha Banks. It always feels like it's Bailey. It feels like the Usos are either the champions or the number one contenders. Like there's never any in between. Like, where are the Viking Raiders? Like, where are those guys? Like, they're still employed. Where have they been?
Right.
Like, it just always feels like there's always the same people kind of hovering around the titles. And what has to do with that is, well, they've cut a lot of people. So there's a lot of that going on, like 200 people. So that'll hurt. But yeah, man, like, it always feels like there's going to be a new contender. Like I said, when WrestleMania happened and Cesaro beat Seth Rollins, I said, what's going to happen is Cesaro is going to wrestle Roman Reigns next, be the number one contender. And that's exactly what they did. Next pay-per-view, Cesaro, Roman Reigns. And they just forgot about it. It's like, fuck it. Cesaro, like, we'll just throw him to the side. And then we'll just go back to Seth or Big E or whoever. So yeah, I totally understand where Luis is coming from. Like, I don't get it either. I don't get it either.
Yeah. Agreed. I mean, it's I think they just are looking towards the people who can put butts in seats and who can sell. And when they had a more even roster, they were able to bring up multiple people to challenge for the belts. But certainly on the guy side, there've been different challenges for Reigns' title throughout over the last few months. It hasn't been the same person over and over again. So, I mean, although Lesnar had his shot, Finn Balor had a shot, now Big E had a shot. So Kevin Owens, multiple people are getting shots at Reigns. I think it's more on the woman's side. It seems to be very repetitive. It's either Sasha or Bianca or Becky or Charlotte. And then, of course, Bailey will jump in the mix at some point down there. And who knows what the deal is with Ronda Rousey. Hill Nenham says first of all, thank you, Hill. Appreciate the contribution. He says the top title holder matches were the only emotional investments I had for Survivor Series. No stakes anymore have dropped it as no stakes anymore have dropped it as one of the big 4 pay-per-views for me. Good luck next week, Rocha. Can't wait to cheer you on in person. Oh, maybe you'll win Cleopatra's egg. Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God. That's great, Hill. Thank you, Hill. Look, I'm going to be lucky to still be in the match by the end of the 4th round, to be honest with you. So, but yes, I appreciate you. And if you're going to be there in person, please find a time to come say hi. But Aaron, Cleopatra's egg, Survivor Series dropping as a number. Would you remove it from one of the top 4 pay-per-views now over the last few years?
Yeah, I would. And I think because Money in the Bank
Oh yeah,
is so popular and so much fun.
Yes.
Like I would put it kind of on par with the Royal Rumble in terms of like the excitement value. Like people get really excited for Money in the Bank. I do as well. So I would think that Money in the Bank is kind of slid in there ahead of Survivor Series. Survivor Series always feels boring to me. When they kind of stopped doing the elimination matches like in the early to mid 2000s, I was like, man, there's no reason. There's no reason for it then.
Right.
So yeah, like teams of 5 try to survive. Like that was always my favorite kind of thing. And now it's just kind of slid off. It sucks.
Yeah, they tried that with a women's match, right? And people were getting pinned left and right who would normally take way longer to get pinned. It was a little frustrating to watch, to be honest. And they weren't even big. They weren't even big pins, you know. And some of the people were getting pinned 1, 2, 3, and then rolling off the mat. And I'm like, then there's no believability here. You got to at least lay on the mat a second or two before you start rolling off in a daze. That's how you play it, you know. I don't care. And that goes back to choreographing the matches. Don't fucking tell the wrestlers to roll off the mat after they get pinned. It's terrible. Let them stay on the mat for a couple of seconds, 3 to 5 seconds, and then they can roll off all messed up or whatever. That's the better move. Gives everyone a time to rest before shit steps back up again. It just drives me insane.
I think eventually what you're going to have to find is they're going to have to revamp Survivor Series into something different. Like, okay, so we're going to have these elimination matches. We're going to have multiple elimination matches, and we're going to take the winners of those elimination matches, and then we're either going to have a match or we're going to have like a battle royal, and whoever wins is going to get a title shot. Right. Give it stakes. Give it something, because brand supremacy fucking sucks. So
yeah, nobody cares about brand supremacy.
Nobody
Acknowledge it. We should also acknowledge right now Michigan is up 42-27 on Ohio State with 2:12 left in the fourth quarter, Aaron.
I'm not happy about this, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
I was like, man, Ohio State, Michigan on a 14 parlay. Yeah, I've definitely taken Ohio State because they always beat Michigan. They've always beat Jim Harbaugh. Now they're laying a fucking egg. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Thanks a lot. My Knowles are getting crushed by the Gators as well. So it's a tough Saturday. Let's see. Hill followed up with this. He said I think the Sting debut with Ziggler as the sole survivor was the last Survivor Series I ever cared about.
Yeah,
respect.
You're exactly right.
Yeah, that was a good one for sure. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about brand supremacy. Nobody gives a fuck about brand supremacy. It's so stupid. All right, and do we want to talk about Cleopatra's Egg at all? No, probably not. Right? It was.
Let's just
okay, we're gonna move on. One last thing before we leave the WWE segment here. Aaron, thoughts on the fan who was catfished into this attack of Seth Rollins? Do you believe the fan, first of all, and second of all, is this a new phase where this is going to happen to people at these arenas and whatever? Because apparently even Alexa Bliss had to come out, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, with a post saying, this is the only Alexa Bliss account. Please do not believe anybody else. I'm not talking to anybody personally. This is the only account that is mine. Yeah. So what do you think?
It happens a lot, apparently. If you follow wrestling discourse, you can see it online. There's a ton of fan accounts. Like I posted something about Mandy Rose, and like 2 minutes later, I was followed by like 2 Mandy Rose like fake accounts. Like,
wow,
it's weird. But the whole Seth Rollins thing, like I was watching Raw because I was my wife and I were prepping for Thanksgiving, like getting stuff ready,
right?
And I saw like the cutaway. I saw like Rollins on the ramp, and then I saw like somebody charge him, and then he was on the ground. There was a cutaway.
Yeah,
I was like, did a fan just attack Seth Rollins? They didn't show it because when they went back, he was on his feet again.
Right.
So then, like, after that, I had a couple people on Twitter, like, DM me, and they're like, I think Seth Rollins just got attacked. And I was like, what? And then I went and looked, and yeah, he did. And Maxwell Haddad, Maxwell.
Yeah.
He was at Raw.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, Max, did you tackle Seth Rollins? He's like, no, I didn't attack Seth Rollins. You're like the third person to ask me that. I was like, what's going on? But, don't do that. Because number one, in this instance, it didn't happen. But number one, you'll get the shit beat out of you. Like, don't do it. And number two, definitely don't do it, because I watched a clip today where this guy was like at an indie show, and there was some dwarf wrestling going on, or little person wrestling going on.
Okay.
And he rolled in the ring and tried to get involved, and they beat the crap out of him. So don't do that. Don't do it.
Don't do that.
You're not a part of the show. Don't do it.
Yeah, I can't imagine Maxwell Haddad running down and tackling anybody. Luis Enrique,
it'd be fucking funny though.
It would be funny to see him bounce off Rollins. Luis Enrique de la Pena said, I feel that they don't give that many 40-plus-year-old wrestlers a title push or a run. Do you agree? Yeah, I'm waiting for my title push, but I don't get it.
Bobby Lashley, right? Like he was just
Oh,
recently
yeah.
WWE champion. So Bobby, yeah. The Rock was recently WWE champion a few years ago.
Isn't Lesnar over 40?
Lesnar would be another one. Goldberg.
Goldberg. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
So sad as it to say, Triple H had a title run not too long ago.
Right. That's right. AJ Styles
John,
is 42.
AJ Styles had one.
Randy Orton is over 40. Sheamus is over 40. Shinsuke is over 40. Morrison is over 40. And Cena as well, over 40, man.
Yeah, so I think the problem is maybe the problem is they're giving too many people a run over 40. But no, a guy like Bobby Lashley, like 100% deserved a title run. He deserved it 10 years ago. So I have no problem with that whatsoever. I don't think it's as big as an epidemic as it used to be.
There you go. Fair enough. Yeah, because Mickey James is 41 when she's the
Impact Knockouts champion right now.
She is. Mercedes Martinez, when she was there, she was over 40.
She didn't win a title though.
She didn't win. So you're right about that. I'll take a push up, whatever. If the ice cream man stops.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Like ridiculous.
Here's a shock. I didn't know this. Shayna Baszler's over 40. I'm shocked by that. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Did not know that. So there you go. Oh yeah, Miz is probably over 40, I would imagine as well. So it's about establishing yourself as a name first before you get to be 40 years old. Then you'll get a decent run in the WWE for sure, multiple times. I'm sure Kane was way over 40, and The Undertaker is way over 40, and we're still getting our runs. Sting as well. That's right. Yeah, Sting as well. So crazy. Oh yeah, Punk now with the AEW. So all right, I think that's all the Streamlabs and Super Chats that have come through. Please keep sending them in as we go along. Send in your thanks to us for doing the show here on this Thanksgiving Day weekend. We've been doing it for, almost 2 years now, Aaron? And
crazy.
Did it at Collider as well, which was a lot of fun. So please keep being a part of it, and please keep sending in your Streamlabs and Super Chats. And hit like on this video. Really important to hit like on this video. And for those of you watching later, hit a like and leave a comment down below. Brandon Jones says, Becky is someone else outside of WWE to do her outfits, and Becky is always sexy. And WWE is losing the fans by stupid storylines and letting go wrestlers that never had a chance on the main roster. That's part of it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, a lot of wrestlers don't use the traditional like seamsters and seamstresses that they used to use. So that makes a lot of sense that they're getting their ring attire from outside people that make it. So yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, agreed. All right, well there you go. All right, Brandon Jones, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it madly. And where are we off to next now, Aaron?
We'll talk brief. Let's talk about that Toni Storm, Charlotte Flair.
Okay.
Altercation. I was going to put on my tweet about the show, we were going to talk about Toni Storm's pie, but I decided not to. I said that would be bad. So I'm not going to say that. But
yeah.
So on a Rocha didn't get a joke. So on the segment on SmackDown, Charlotte Flair came out. She was cutting a promo. And then Toni Storm came out and interrupted and said, hey, Charlotte, I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. Charlotte then belittled her, as Charlotte does. And then Toni threw Charlotte out of the ring. And when Toni went to pursue, Charlotte hit her in the face with a pie. And that was weird. And I didn't like that. And then Charlotte was like, haha, gotcha. And was like walking away, and then came back. And Tony's like, yeah, let's fight. And then Charlotte, like somehow, I don't know how Toni may have been blinded by the whipped cream in her eye, did not see that Charlotte's hand was grabbing another pie.
Yet another pie.
She pied her in the face again.
Right.
She got double pied. So Toni Storm went from like threat to championship to loser, boring, joke in 2 seconds.
This was not good, man. I don't know who thought this was a good idea, because they didn't let Toni Storm fight back. They let her get hit with a pie twice, dude. The first time you can understand because she's sliding out of the ring and Charlotte caught her on surprise. Okay, but it's just a fucking pie. The second time, though, man, when Charlotte started walking towards her, Toni did the thing that she does, which she swings her arms to try to show that she's upset about something, and made a move towards her, and then she hit her again with a pie. And the cameras, the shot of it, unless they're setting up Toni to upset Charlotte, this absolutely destroys Toni Storm as a viable candidate. It does. It makes her look ridiculous, like a clown. And Toni Storm, as Jack Waltz in The Godfather, is not a person who could afford to look ridiculous. So I was really frustrated by this decision. They have a young talent who's been dying to get on television. The fans have been clamoring to see her, and the fucking geniuses at creative think this is the way to get her over. It's really stupid. Unless she wins the title, then this will all be forgotten and it'll be a revenge type thing. But I think she's not ready yet. I don't think they're ready yet to hand it to her. I think she is ready yet. I think she's ready as a wrestler, but I don't think they're ready yet to hand her the title. She just got back on TV, Aaron. So it just completely undercuts her. And it's frustrating. As opposed to Liv Morgan with Becky, they haven't done anything to undercut Liv, even though there's more to undercut there than there is with Toni Storm. They haven't done the same thing on that side of the fence. It's weird.
Yeah, dude. It made her look stupid.
Yeah.
And Charlotte even acknowledged, she said, I forgot all about you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, here we go. And I mean, why? Who put the edict in that Toni Storm, who's like always dressed as like this like punk girl with like the Motley Crue kind of inspired outfit, why does she have like straight crimped hair and like perfect makeup? And I'm like, what is this? This isn't Toni Storm. Like who did this? Like, shouldn't you? Like Charlotte's out there all in her Gucci, and I don't know if she's wearing Gucci, but I just assume that she's wearing like Gucci or something. And you have Toni Storm come out there looking kind of like the same sort of deal.
Yeah.
Like, why would you make her different? Like, she is different. That's what makes Toni Storm so good.
Yeah.
And they just ruin everything that makes people good. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it.
What's the end result? I just don't understand what the end result is. Like, what do you think is going to come out of this? Like, how do you think this is a good decision overall for your talent? How do you think this promotes the match when you ridicule one of your players? It just doesn't make sense, Aaron, on so many levels. It's mind-boggling, man. Unless, you know, someone's got an issue with her. And this, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just seems odd. Where's the women involved in the creative process in this? And don't fucking hand me Stephanie McMahon. She's too busy taking awards and talking about the WWE and raising her kids. There needs to be a woman creative in there who's a boss woman creative in there to be like, boys, cut this nonsense out. Okay. We're not going to make her look like an idiot. We're going to build her up. We're going to make her strong so that when Charlotte beats her, it's a damn good match. And Toni Storm becomes a viable candidate. And now we can pitch her matches. We can sell her matches, put butts in seats for her. It just doesn't make sense why you would try to undercut one year. And someone mentioned Roman Reigns with dog food. Yeah, but Reigns was already established with the Shield. Toni Storm hasn't been established. So it just doesn't make sense unless you talk about the indie stuff or NXT stuff, but she hasn't been established here on the main roster where a lot of people watch on those channels. So to me, this was a massive mistake, and you possibly ruined yet another young up and coming star on your main roster. It's dumb, fucking dumb, man.
Yeah. You kill her before she even gets started. Just doesn't make sense.
No. Anyway. All right. Anything more to say on WWE or anything going on there?
I hate it.
All right, there we go. Well said. Succinct as ever. Enrique says, is there a forgotten storyline that you'd like to see come back? I want another I lie, I steal, I cheat. Oh, Aaron just jumped off. Oh, sorry about that. He's dealing with his dog there. Certainly muted it. Look at let's take a moment, though, to appreciate Aaron's background. Look at that. Without Aaron sitting in front, look at the title, the IC title. You got the Nightmare on Elm Street. You got the Big Trouble in Little China. Respect to your background, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, what's up? What's the question?
We were just appreciating your background while you weren't there.
Oh yeah, I finally got my office all cleaned up during Thanksgiving because I was absolutely demanded to get it done, so I did. But yeah,
lady put her foot down. I respect.
She sure did. So get that fucking office.
I'm so tired of these boxes. Luis said, is there a forgotten storyline that you'd like to see come back? I want another I lie, I steal, I cheat storyline. What do you think? A forgotten storyline? I don't know. I think they get forgotten for a reason.
You know, I don't know if it's not really a storyline, but you know what I miss? Groups, factions.
Oh, remember those?
Yeah, remember Hit Row?
Oh man. Aaron, we were a taped show when that all got I told you they would find a way to fuck this group up, and damn if they didn't I didn't think they were going to release them all, but oh my God, how do you build them up so much in NXT, then move them into the main roster with all the shit you've taken for not supporting black wrestlers, and then you fire the entire fucking black faction? What the fuck? It's crazy.
Apparently they had heat for one day, and that was enough.
Jesus. So dumb.
I can't wrap my brain around it because, like, okay, maybe you didn't like Top Dollar. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe you didn't like AJ. Fine. Maybe you didn't like B-Fab. Fine.
Right.
Dude, there's no way you couldn't like Swerve. Like, the guy's so uber talented. There's no way you can't find a place for Swerve. I don't believe that for one second.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. It's just dumb. Like John Morrison getting cut, I'm not surprised because they really hadn't done anything with Johnny Drip Drip. And let's face it, I mean, I hate to say it, but he's older. You know, they were never going to make him world champion. So,
yeah,
it kind of happened. And then they, I can't remember, like they, the Hit Row. It was just like, dude, like you cut the wrong people. You totally cut the wrong people.
It's true. Orlando Orega reminds us that Molly Holly is a producer for WWE, but she just started. Right. TJ and Natty handles the women as well. I don't know how much they can do. Exactly. Natty is there because she doesn't. The Natty keeps staying employed because she doesn't rock the boat, I'm sure. And there's no offense to Natty, but Natty's a lifer and she loves the job. You can tell. I mean, when she doesn't get on a pay-per-view, you've seen on Divas how she reacts. So for her, she lives and breathes at WWE. Whatever they do, she's 100% behind. So she's not going to rattle the boat and go at Vince or go at Creative and be like, this is dumb, you're embarrassing women. She won't do it. I don't know what TJ's role is in all of that, but I can't imagine he or she wouldn't either. So there you go.
It's going to take time for Molly to get adjusted to that for sure.
Yeah, but I don't even see Molly as a boat rocker. This is a very Christian woman. She goes off and does missionary stuff. She's very very nice. She's always going to see the best in people. So she's not going to be the one that's going to be like, this is dumb, stop it. She's just not.
But she would be I feel like she would be the kind of person if they started, like we were talking about, going towards that bra and panties stuff. I feel like she'd be the person like, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, maybe. So. You might be right. Larissa Rica de la Pena back again said, I'd like to see a storyline where a champion chases a challenger who thinks they're not worthy to fight. Ooh, interesting. Kind of like the Rocky II approach where you call him the Italian chicken and try to get him out of retirement to fight you.
It's not a bad idea.
I like that idea, actually.
Well, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't know who you would do it where a champion chases a challenger who thinks not worthy to fight. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's very interesting. Maybe you should write for creative, especially in the women's division.
There you go. Kevon Watson says Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville just aren't believable as GMs, management, or whatever they are.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Sonya's acting leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, when what happened in the ring? Oh, when Sasha and Shotzi went at each other in the ring before Survivor Series, and the most you got from Sonya Deville at the top of the ramp was like, that's all? That's all you're getting, Sonya? That's the reaction you deliver? It's just, some people are born to act. Some people are not born to act. Some people can learn. Some people can't. I mean, the Boz is fucking great in those college football commercials as the sheriff. I couldn't believe it. He's awesome. Sonya here, not so much. And some people are like, Sonya versus Sasha, you want to see it? I'm like, Sonya was barely a mid-carder. How is that an exciting match in any way, shape, or form? She lost so many times. I mean, how is that exciting to see her go up against a multi-time champion? It isn't. So I don't get it, man.
I'm not the first one to say it. I think it's very interesting that Sonya Deville picks fights with like black people on the roster, but nobody else.
Ooh.
Kind of feels a little racist.
Interesting.
But, if Sonya
Deville, I
don't think her Daria Baronato herself is racist. I'm just saying it comes off as a little bit racist. But anyway, so if I like evil GM characters, like I love the Mr. McMahon character, I like the Authority. I feel like you have to have some kind of like evil thing going on, like even going back to Eric Bischoff, you know what I mean? So I feel like you have to have that. If you want to establish Sonya Deville as like an authority figure, when somebody goes against her, she chokes them out because she's an MMA person. She just chokes them out, like Samoa Joe in NXT.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna provoke me? You gonna touch me? I'm just gonna choke you out.
Yeah.
And then people will listen to you when you choke them out. That tends to make people want to listen to you.
Right.
So I think they need to get fired, and I think we need to have like a real authoritarian come in there, whether that be like a Triple H. I don't think that'll happen, but like somebody like that. Would be
or a chicken shit authoritarian, like Teddy Long was when he was there, like hiring people to kind of get in people's faces and protect him and fight for him. That's another way you can go about as well, So,
who would be a good GM? And
go ahead.
And I don't like love him as a as a person, John Bradshaw Layfield.
Oh my Lord.
He would be a good GM.
That would scare the
because you wouldn't mess with him.
No, you wouldn't. Oh my God.
But he'd be like, he could play that good guy, like, hey, yeah, I'll give you the match that you want, but he could also be a jerk.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true. Very true.
There you go.
All right, there you go. Let's see if we got any super chats that have come through. John Alexander says, and thank you, John. Appreciate the donation. He says, it's painfully obvious WWE doesn't want or know how to get over new talent. They are either changed, humiliated, or sent to catering to never be seen again until the next pointless battle royale. Vince and Bruce are the worst. Are the worst. Yeah. I don't know why you'd want to go to WWE now, other than the money. Other than the money.
Even that.
Yeah.
I had this discussion with a friend of mine. And it was like what WWE is doing is they're making the most money they've ever made, profit wise.
True.
With the lowest roster they've ever had. So they're just going to keep doing this. They're going to keep cutting people that they can cut as long as they can to keep it running. Because why would you keep all these people around if you could just keep making money?
Yeah.
We'll cut Hit Row. We don't have to develop them. We'll cut them. It's fine.
Right.
It's horrible, ruthless business, but it in a way makes sense, and I hate that. It's
a business. Always remember, any entertainment thing you go into, ladies and gentlemen, it is a business. They are in it to make money, and if they can make money by putting a low quality product on the air, and you're still going to watch it, and you're still going to talk about it, and we're going to put it on the show here and talk about it, they're going to make their money. So, in a way, it sucks, but it's business. Same thing with theaters, studios and all of that as well. All right, that was, I think, all the Streamlabs super chats for now. Keep sending them in, ladies and gentlemen, as we go along. I want to hear your thoughts and comments, and we want to respond to them as well and give you our opinions on what you've got to say about the world. Where are we off to now here, Aaron?
All right, before we get to the watch along, we've got to talk about this MJF and CM Punk promo from Dynamite.
Oh yeah.
There are things in wrestling that happen, like there are landmark moments. Like AEW's had so many good landmark moments lately. Like CM Punk coming in, what a great moment, right?
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan coming in, or Bryan Danielson, what a great moment. Adam Cole coming in, great moment. Adam Page winning the title, great moment. And they just keep it rolling with MJF and CM Punk in this like 20-minute promo exchange, which was, I mean, to put it mildly, it was brilliant. For one, like MJF started it, which was interesting. I didn't think he would start it, but he did. And he just came off firing barbs, and they were good, and they made sense, and they felt real. And then CM Punk retorted and shut him down, and it felt real, and it felt serious. And then MJF retorted again, and it felt real, and it felt serious. Then CM Punk again retorted, and then they said, all right, let's just fight. And then MJF cowered like a heel. So it's picture perfect. Like, I don't know what else you would need from these two. It was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, let's take a look at that real quick. Just a shot of them going at each other here. That's a reverse because obviously someone took it off there. But like, look at just the intensity here between the two. And this is really interesting what you've got here, Aaron, because obviously a lot of people have been saying, hey, he's winning all these matches. He's undefeated so far. That's CM Punk. And MJF has wrestled maybe 9 times this whole year and has done his bit and has done the work, So now in the end, one thing's got something's got to give here, and MJF is on the ascendancy. CM Punk has been there, but he walked in kind of at the top here at AEW, and this isn't for a title. So, do you think MJF is the one that's going to hang the first L on Punk in AEW?
I think they want you to think that, which is enough.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Because MJF said all of my concerns about CM Punk. Like, you've come in and you've struggled to beat anybody. Yeah, you've won, but you've struggled to beat them. And you beat Darby Allin. Whoop-de-doo, I beat Darby Allin. And stuff like that. And that's interesting. That's interesting enough. And CM Punk said you can't beat anybody without your backup or a ring. Also a good line. I don't think he's going to be the first one, but it wouldn't surprise me if he was.
Yeah.
I'll put it to you that way. The line about The Miz was absolutely scathing.
Oh, man.
You're a less famous Miz. Which, shout out to, I don't hate on Mike Mizanin at all because, I mean, the guy has, like, great family, like, great career, absolutely amazingly nice guy.
Right.
Nothing against The Miz at all, but that line was, woof. That was a good one. That was really good. And then, MJF said he was going to kill Punk on this promo faster than his UFC career. Great. He said that CM Punk's always been number 2.
Yeah.
And he was surprised he wasn't out here preaching hustle, loyalty, and respect. Of course, is a barb of John Cena. It's just so good. So good in everything that they did. They built for a match that is coming, but it doesn't have to happen right now. We can take more weeks of this. Everybody will take more and more promos between these two. I think it's a 10 out of 10, man. Like, you have a young guy in MJF that comes in and gets exactly what he needs to get from CM Punk, and you have a guy in CM Punk who now goes from the rebel, the industry trailblazer to this crafty, wily old veteran that has to take out the young guy. It's a great dichotomy.
Yeah. And he made references to him, like saying the only way MJF would be number 1 is if he marries the boss's daughter, marries Tony Khan's daughter. And I was like, oh my God, it was just the shots. And of course, MJF coming back, as you said, the hustle, but he also said, you couldn't beat the Can't See Me Man or the King of Kings, the shot at Triple H there. So this is the best 18 minutes I've seen in a very, very long time. Listen, this was as good of as a match, Aaron, to be honest with you. I would put this up there with other actual matches as top 10, 20 minutes you've spent watching wrestling this year. It was incredible. This is what happens when you have two people at the top of their game and understand that everything is in play and no one's going to take it personal. And this is brilliant. The shots, the undercutting, all of that. I thought MJF was going to break when he dropped the less famous Miz line, because you saw MJF against the ropes, his head down, and he's just looking at him, but you could see his lips kind of pursing a little bit. I'm like, this motherfucker's going to break. He's going to break. And he didn't, but kudos to MJF for not breaking. But the back and forth here was stellar. I think Haskell makes a great point. It went on just a little bit long on the MJF side on his second go around, maybe a minute too long. But that's part of it. There's no perfect back and forth. There never has been. There's always that little bit of extra that gets done. But you remember you judge it on its overall effect, and certainly this had a phenomenal overall effect. And I've been waiting for CM Punk to finally take on someone to the next level. I mean, Darby Allin is fine. All the other guys who's fighting is fine. This is MJF. This is now the royalty of AEW. He has finally gotten to that point where he is going. And this has been a brilliant build, man. You got to give a lot of credit to AEW to slowly move him up the chain, person by person, until bang, it's MJF, because they knew that this was something you had to build to, so you'd have a moment like this. And they both dropped bombs all over the place, and it was joyous. You don't even need to see them in a match. You can wait for the match, because if we get more of this as it goes along, as you mentioned, Aaron, this is going to be incredible, honestly.
I think MJF has been on fire since that line where I think it was a couple weeks ago when he said, in 2 years, I'm going to cause a hell of a bidding war. I was like, oh, damn, that's it. That's true. Very true. He's going to do that. Yeah. I just think everything about this, it's the right time, it's the right guys, it's the right promos, it's in the right place on the show. Everything about it is correct 100%. And I love it. Senior Nerd, I think, is right. It was like a rap battle. 1,000%. It was 1,000%. This is what he's here for. This is what CM Punk is here for.
Yeah, agreed. Aaron.
And we get to watch it.
If only I could find someone who would be willing to do it and go toe-to-toe with me with no worries, no concerns, no fucking conditions, and everything is in play. Everything is in play. No one takes it personal. I would love to have a moment like this in the Schmodown one fucking time. It would be amazing. Oh.
Max Caster of the Acclaimed versus John Rocha. Book it.
Book it. Let's have it. Please put it together. Every time. Hey, you talked about my dad. Oh, you talked about this. You talked about that. Oh, come on, man. Promo. Sell this thing. Do you understand what this is all about? Nobody wants a bunch of idiots answer trivia questions in a fucking bar. This is half wrestling, half trivia. It's fun. Come at me with everything you got. I'm going to come at you with everything you got. Let's go at it. It's one of the crimes that Jay Washington and I never got to go at it in a promo off in the Schmodown. It would have been a lot of fun. And watching something like this, man, this shows you what the best is in any arena. When you have two people who can go at each other with no restrictions and no limits, the fans get involved because the fans revert back to being back in high school, Aaron, and watching guys go at each other verbally, out in the hallway or in the playground or at recess or at in the cafeteria. And that's what we revert back to. And that's one of the joys of wrestling, is it brings us back to being like that kid inside and watching these guys and these ladies go at it and have the best time doing so. So this was brilliant stuff. And AEW, man, they're just knocking them out of the park, dude, right now. And I hope they keep it going, because this really could ascend them to the next level if they keep going on this run, for sure.
It's like Jeff Bagwell in a T-ball game. Just boom.
Exactly.
Was that too old? Aaron Judge in a T-ball game. Just boom. There you go.
He is buff and he's the stuff. That's what you said. All right, let's anything else we need to move on? Anything else we need to talk about with AEW, man? Anything else you want to touch on or say?
I think we're good. I mean, the Hangman and Brian stuff has been great, so I'm excited for that. But,
Oh yeah. And Brian pulling out his tooth or showing his tooth. That was
Cole Cabana's tooth. Yeah, send it to Danhausen. By the way, speaking of Danhausen, you guys need to get John Rocha in the loop on Danhausen. Like, I don't know how I get him in the loop on it, but Danhausen rules. And I love that Danhausen.
I may have to take some time for sure. I got sent some links over the weekend by some of our fans, and so I may have to slide into the Danhausen wormhole, because apparently there are YouTube videos that chronicle his whole ascension. So it's amazing. I'll get into it. Trust me, I'll get into it. Scott Welsh donated a little bit here. He said, "Hi, John and Aaron. Hope you're both having great weekends. A bit off topic, but John, will your Get Back review with Mance be a pre-record? Live? Can't wait to hear both your thoughts." The Beatles documentary that's going on now. Mance and I are definitely going to talk about it next week. He's visiting family for the last few days, so we will be reviewing it next week. Maybe we'll do it live. Absolutely. I love doing stuff live, so it might be a lot of fun. And maybe we'll have a third person join us as well. We'll see if we make that happen or not, but definitely it will be next week, just letting you all know. And they dropped the second episode, and I think they're going to drop the third episode soon. So maybe it'll be an overall review. So it'll be a little bit of a longer review for sure. Orlando, are you watching that one, Aaron, or is Beatles not your jam?
I mean, I'll watch it. I hear it's great.
Yeah,
like Beatles aren't my jam, but I heard it's like the first episode's like 2.5 hours long.
Yes.
So give me a minute on that. Give me a minute on that.
It took me 2 days to finish it.
Really.
Orlando Orego says, "You can see Punk's face when he heard the crowd chant Miz. LOL. I am enjoying the feud from Punk and MJF." That's his comment there. So yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, you definitely could. He said it. He's just like, he got me. Got me on that one. Yeah, I mean, is it really an insult? Like, to be, I mean, I guess a less famous Miz, but like, isn't it really an insult to be like saying you're like the Miz?
It used to be, not anymore.
Not anymore.
All right, we got 7080 watching us live. Thank you so much. Please remember to hit that like button as we move now into our watch along segment of the program. If some of you are not going to stick around for the watch along, thanks so much for listening to us and watching.
No, wait.
Oh,
no,
go ahead.
Don't leave.
Don't leave.
Stick around. Don't leave.
Sorry, stick around.
Yeah, paste the link in the chat. We're not going to go to Peacock this time.
Okay. All right.
We're going by nefarious means. So post that link, Rocha, in the chat.
I will.
We'll all watch it together.
All right. Sounds good.
Stick around. If you don't have Peacock.
I mean, what else are you doing on this Saturday? What else are you doing? Hang out with us. Watch this.
Ohio State already lost. Like, you're good, man.
What do you want to watch? Alabama whoop up on Auburn? You don't want to do that.
No, you don't want that.
Hang out with
Did
us.
I want Boise State to beat San Jose or San Diego, whoever the hell they played? Yeah, because that would have been a great 14 parlay for me. But they lost.
All right, I'm going to put the link in the chat, and we'll give you all a little bit to catch up, or to put that up on your computer so you can watch along with us. And so many of you watched last week, which was really great as well. Watch the watch along, and then there we go. There's the link for the watch along. It's there in the chat. Hope it works for y'all. Just copy and paste it and put it in there. That's the one that Aaron sent me. Haskell says, "Hey guys, did you watch the Ariel Helwani 48-minute interview with Paul Heyman? It's fantastic. It dropped last week. He talks AEW, Roman, booking, and more." Yeah, what do you think of that? Did you get a chance to watch it?
I did not get a chance to watch that. I've been hella busy. But I will get around to it at some point. I like Ariel Helwani. I like Paul Heyman. I'm sure it's great.
Yeah. I'm going to take a chance. I'm sure I'll probably listen to it more than watch it. That's kind of my path now when I get stuff to look at or watch. I like to listen to it in the car as I'm driving around doing stuff. So that'll probably be my path. But yeah, I'll definitely listen to it for sure. Haskell, and thanks for the heads up on that. So Helwani, so now is he part of the WWE? I'm so confused by this. Like, isn't he working for another corporation or the company? And does he do stuff with WWE? How does that work with him?
It's kind of complicated. Like, he got booted from the UFC press because he leaked Brock Lesnar was coming back at UFC 200. And then, like, Dana White banned him for life. And then he was with ESPN, but then he broke off and did his own thing. And then now he's back to doing the thing he was doing before he broke off and did his own thing, but he's still doing his own thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's kind of all over the place. Like, he's a great journalist. I mean, you should listen to him.
He was backstage. Yeah, he works for Fox. That's what it is. He was backstage for the pay-per-view, interviewing some of the wrestlers as they came out.
Oh, okay. So well, yeah, you should definitely. He's one of the reliable ones. That's for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you there. All right, there we go. Sorry, let me tighten up my mic. All right, let's give you guys another minute. Anything else you want to discuss or touch on here, Aaron, before we jump into this? Or do we want to tell people, like, what was happening at this point? Let's give a little background before we jump into it. Team WWF versus Team Alliance. This is 2001. This is the invasion angle, in essence, when the WCW and ECW came together against the WWF. And this was kind of really interesting because you had Shane kind of taking over WCW. He was going against his dad. I think Stephanie was in charge of ECW. Is that right? Is that the way it worked?
Yep. And so Stone Cold had jumped ship. He went to be loyal to WCW. Then Kurt Angle jumped ship to join the Alliance as well. So you had Kurt Angle and you had Stone Cold. You had Kurt Angle, Stone Cold. Shane McMahon was on the team. Yeah. And then you had like the two, like the WCW champion, which was Booker T, who was like their last WCW champion. And you had Rob Van Dam, who's like Mr. ECW. So you had some big names in the Alliance, but you didn't have like or the Invasion. Not like enough. Like, you didn't have Sting or Goldberg or Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan.
They all didn't,
or anybody that you would probably want in there,
or Nash or Hall,
or and then in the Team WWE side, you have like the All-Star team, which is The Rock and Chris Jericho and Kane and the Undertaker. It's like, yeah, of course, this is great. Like, of course they're gonna win in the Big Show. Yeah, it's like, why? Like, of course Team WWE was gonna win. It wouldn't matter. And then they had to make the stipulation that whichever team won, the other show got canceled. So if the Invasion would have won, there would have been no more WWE. It's so stupid. But yeah, so that's where we're at here.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get it going. I hope you all had enough time there to dial this one up and bring the link up in a separate tab or whatever. And we're gonna do a 3, 2, 1 here, Aaron, right? And then we're gonna go. Is that correct?
That is correct. I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, and then when I say play, you hit play.
Okay.
I don't even have it pulled up because I'm dumb. Let me just get it pulled up here. I'm trying to do a split screen so I can still look at the chat. Okay.
Oh, fair.
All right. So 3, 2, 1, play. You should see The Rock.
The Rock is cooking. Oh, dude. Oh.
And we're just gonna get right into it. Like there's like this cuts right in from the entrance to the match. So
I loved this. This is peak Rock, man.
And we got JR and Paul Heyman on the call. So
we got to carried the title, everything.
I don't like that, but I always like it. I always like people to carry it around their waist. That's
my God,
that's my thing.
Cut it out.
No, seriously. Like, I just like it. I like it that way. I know people don't do that anymore, mostly, but it's the way I like it. Super chat popped up.
Oh,
Kevon Walton says,
"Oh, here we go.
I'm starting to enjoy AEW more and more, but will they have to start cutting some of their non-former WWE guys?" Yeah, absolutely. I think that's definitely going to happen sooner than you think because
we've been talking about that as the possibility for sure. Yeah,
those initial contracts are going to be coming up. So your Joey Janela's, your Sonny Kisses, your Jack Evans, your Angelicos.
Yep.
Those people's contracts are going to be coming up, and I don't see any place for them in current AEW.
Yeah.
So
it's a great point, brother, man. Yep. Yeah, sorry. Let's put that up there. All right. Monitoring. Now I've got 2 separate windows up so I can monitor the chat as well. Good stuff. But yeah, so keep sending in your Streamlabs super chats. If you got something to say about this one, for sure, let us know. And if you remember watching this one, let us know as well. Oh, The Rock and Stone Cold, man.
You try to break this down and see, like, how many Hall of Famers we got in here. We got The Rock, like definite Hall of Famer. Stone Cold, already a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Undertaker, duh. Kane, already a Hall of Famer. Big Show, I guess. Kurt Angle's already a Hall of Famer. RVD's already a Hall of Famer. Booker's already a Hall of Famer. Shane's a Hall of Famer. So it's big.
Did you
big
agree?
Stars.
Did you agree with the heel turn of Austin in here? I mean, this is the beginning of the what chance for guys.
No, this is stupid. I love this is actually my favorite Booker T gear that isn't Harlem Heat gear. I love his red gear. Just saying.
These two these two had some really fun matches.
Oh yeah.
I wish
they had really good chemistry. Like Booker and The Rock and Booker and Stone Cold had really good chemistry.
Oh yeah. Booker and Stone Cold were incredible, man.
Look at Jericho.
He's like the little kid in the group.
Look how young Jericho looks here.
Oh yeah, man. He's a
still
child
doing it. 20 years later, still doing it.
Well, look how many of these people are still in our public consciousness. You know, Booker,
Rock, Stone Cold.
He's got reality of wrestling. Plus, Booker has this possibility we might get Booker at some point here on the show. I'm wearing a Kurt Angle shirt. RVD is still doing his thing in interesting ways. Jericho,
hell yeah, in interesting ways.
Yeah,
RVD living the best life that anyone could ever ask for. Yeah,
I'm trying to be politically correct.
Jesus.
Yeah, Taker's still a legend with so many people in the way
Taker just retired last year.
Yeah.
So
I haven't seen much of Big Show in AEW, so since he came over.
I mean, he's kind of like technically he's still an active wrestler, but
yeah.
It's just
boom. It was always ironic that Jericho went WWE, although he did have his gripes about WCW, so maybe not so ironic. And certainly found way more success in WWF /WWE than he did at WCW.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But Jericho, having been a part of all three promotions, right? ECW, WCW, and at WWE.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Is he the only one? Oh, well, he's the only one.
Sting.
Well, I mean, like in the match, in the match. He's the only one. He's been a part of all three.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh. At his best, dude. One of the greats.
Never gets the appreciation he deserves. Rob Van Dam.
Yep.
One of my favorites of all time. Absolute innovator of styles of you couldn't tire this man if you tried. Just his workout routine, like the chillest dude ever, right into the lion tamer. Very nice.
That's all Shane has done. I love Shane O'Mac. Shane O'Mac was the best.
And should we even, failed to mention Hall of Fame referee Earl Hebner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Earl Hebner. Or is that his twin brother?
Booker T tagged out immediately.
Angle. One of the best. Also another guy that people don't give they give a lot, but they don't give the full respect to.
I think it's because he went to Impact for 10 years and it was people still saw him. He had great matches, but he wasn't like WWE. Like people always wanted him to come back. You know what I mean?
Right. Can you imagine him if he was at this age around this time when he got let go and went over to this version of AEW? Oh my God. Kurt Angle in AEW would have been so incredible.
Could you imagine Kurt Angle versus Bret Hart?
Oh man.
That match would be on fire.
That's a 50-minute match.
I imagine Kurt Angle versus Bret Hart, RVD versus Shawn Michaels. Just sign me up for that.
He fought Lesnar a few times, didn't he? He lost the belt to Lesnar,
RVD?
Right? No, Angle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they fought at WrestleMania 19.
Right.
That's when Brock Lesnar missed that shooting star press.
That's right.
Broke his neck.
I want to see Jay versus Punk. They have history. Jay ex-girlfriend was AJ Lee. The story writes itself. Yeah, Jay Lethal. That's right.
Jay Lethal
versus CM Punk.
Jay Lethal also fulfilling his last Ring of Honor date this week, I believe. So
I can't wait.
So Jay Lethal will be full-blown AEW pretty soon. Jay Lethal, obviously very talented guy. We're big fans of him on the show. Has had some controversy. Seems to be on the other side of it now. So
yeah,
nothing but the best for Jay Lethal.
The Brothers of Destruction. Oh, God. What a boot. Oh, Haskell telling me that I'm going to love episode 3 of Ruthless Aggression, season 2. It's about OVW and what Kurt talks about. Okay.
Do they mention Jim Cornette? Because if they don't, I'm not watching it. Because Jim Cornette was essential in OVW, as was Paul Heyman, but Jim Cornette and Danny Davis were essential to that. Yeah, they don't talk a lot about OVW, like John Cena,
right?
Randy Orton, Batista, Shelton Benjamin, Brock Lesnar, all came out of OVW.
This is all Shane is doing, is breaking up tags. Pins.
Oh, we didn't talk about this.
Yeah.
What do you think about Randy Orton having the record for most WWE pay-per-view matches of all time?
Really?
Yeah, he just beat it.
I didn't know that.
How about that?
Our what is it? RK Bro? I didn't know that. I hate that shit.
Where does Randall Keith Orton rank on your top wrestlers list?
Well, it's not top 10.
Yeah.
Might not even be top 20, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's because one, there was a lot of outside the ring shit that was really uncomfortable when you found out about it. But yeah, also, I don't know, has there ever been a great Randy Orton match? They've been good. I don't know that have there been, can you name 5 memorable Randy Orton matches? I don't know you can.
The one he had with Taker at WrestleMania 21 was pretty good.
Yes.
The one he had with Benoit at SummerSlam was good. Him and Triple H. Wait, hold on. Him with Triple H at Mania was good.
Okay.
Him and Edge, that most recent one was pretty good.
That was good. I like that one. It went a little too long, but I still like it.
And then I can't really think of another one. But yeah, Randy Orton, I think Randy Orton kind of, for me, ranks he's in that 20 to 23 range somewhere of all time. Because the guy's done it all. He's been a loyal WWE guy.
Yeah. I don't know. He's like a better Kyle Orton.
Kyle Orton?
I don't know.
Kyle Orton? Fucking
maybe that's
Kyle
wrong.
Orton.
Maybe that's wrong.
He's
like a quarterback that's been in the league for 17 years. He's like Flacco.
Like Tom Brady?
Flacco's won a belt, but Flacco's still doing it. Flacco's over there with the Jets now. He's still doing it.
Would not consider Randy Orton a Joe Flacco.
All right, where would you put him for NFL QBs? Oh, I love this. Oh,
he's not Brady. Cena's
not Brady. What?
Cena's Brady.
Cena's not Brady. What's wrong with you?
Let me think.
Cena had more than 5 passes, for God's sakes. Brady. Where would you put him?
Maybe like a Jim Kelly. Like always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
You know what? I can accept that. I think Jim Kelly works.
Yeah, like Jim Kelly, good for the Buffalo Bills, good for what he did. Got to the Super Bowl a couple times, never won it, but he was there and always respected as one of the greats, but never really hit that top tier.
Right. Yeah.
So,
but he's always made all his angles work. Rarely does an angle not work with Randy.
Yeah.
Maybe it hasn't been 100% of the time, but it's rare when an angle doesn't work. He's even making this RK Bro thing work, which is horrendous to me.
Yeah, it's getting worse, it feels like.
But he's a lifer, man. He's survived all the wars, both self-inflicted and inflicted by other things outside his control. And he's still there and still over with the fans big time. And quietly, one of the best selection of t-shirts historically ever. The designs on his t-shirts and the colors on his t-shirts they rival overall, the breadth of them rival anything The Rock or Stone Cold has ever done. Even Hogan. His t-shirts have been incredible in design.
That's offensive.
I'm telling you.
You're saying that Randy Orton has better t-shirts than The Rock?
Overall. It's like his career. Overall, Randy is still doing it, still a lifer, still putting on great matches at his advanced age, and still in phenomenal shape.
Well, yeah.
But Stone Cold, he broke down. The Rock left for Hollywood. But here's a lifer. So to me, although you've got better Rock shirts that pop up, one better, or Stone Cold
Rock shirts.
But overall, I would say the RKO shirts or the Randy Orton shirts are stellar. The Cobra thing, the Viper rather, that is just brilliant.
All right, well let's put it to the test.
He's
How many
one of
Randy
my
Orton
favorite
shirts?
wrestlers, but I
How
want
many
to buy
Randy
his
Orton
shirts.
shirts do you own?
5.
You're lying. How many Rock shirts do you own?
Rock shirts, just 2.
Okay, so 2-0.
Stone Cold 1. 2, I guess, with Austin and the one that I bought from Pro Wrestling Tees. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you for Black Friday, I think it's still going on. Definitely go over to ProWrestlingTees.com and get some t-shirts. I wear them all the time on the show. They're comfortable as hell. Definitely pay that extra $3.99 for the softer shirt.
Gotta get the soft.
And they fit well. This is an extra large on a guy like me. They fit well, and I love the shirts, and they endure. They last. So just recommend them to you. Definitely. 25% off, I think, for AEW stuff, and then there's other things that are 50% off.
Oh!
Angle slam.
I'm wearing an Io Shirai
nice
shirt. It says "Genius of the Sky" in Chinese or Japanese or whatever. And yeah, I got it from WWE Shop. So
there you go. Oh yeah, they have like 75% off.
Yeah, I got my wife. I got my wife the new Rick Boog shirt for Christmas. She's a big Rick Boogs fan.
They did not drop the Bloodline shirt to lower than $20. I was mad. I thought it'd be down to 15.
I think
I can't buy it at 20. I can't buy it at 20.
That's the Rick Boog shirt had just come out, so it was only 20. It was 20 still.
Yeah,
that's lame.
Woo! Shane O'Mac.
Also, I got a Bad Bunny shirt for free shipping.
For
myself.
God. Oh, I forgot there was backstage stuff. Here comes the money.
Oh, this is going to be good.
He told such a great story. Shane was the best chicken shit heel ever. My friend Matt Burke and I, we used to watch the pay-per-views back at Florida State in the 90s with my other brother, Andre Gordon. He would say all the time that Shane McMahon was the future of wrestling.
Okay.
He just had such a love.
That's why he's not on the podcast.
That's true. He had such a love for Shane. Matt's now doing, Matt is over the last 10 years, Matt's resume has been incredible as an actor. Just so many projects. He's been a part of films and television down there in North Carolina. He just works all the time. Oh,
choke slam
from hell. Pin him. Oh, no.
Always been a big fan of Kane. Love the gimmick.
Yeah. That's another lifer.
Despite his political views.
Yeah. Are they the most daunting tag team ever? The Brothers of Destruction.
See, I think it from a personal standpoint, like knowing what they would do to you in the ring, I would think the Steiners or the Road Warriors would be more daunting.
Right. Oh, I forget. Yeah, because Heyman is ECW. He's cheering for the invasion, of course. Is everyone gonna get to do their finisher on him?
Lion Salt.
Oh, dude, that was a great finisher from Jericho. That Lion Salt was fucking gorgeous when he would nail it.
No, not the Blade Runners, Gramash.
Oh my god,
not the Blade Runners.
The Blade Runners.
They might be intimidating because they would hurt you in the ring, but
this was a fun match, man. I mean, these are, so many incredible wrestlers in this thing, man.
Dude.
Yeah, dude.
I was talking to my brother-in-law over Thanksgiving, and he was asking me. He said, "Oh man, I heard." He's like, "I heard Rick Steiner's son was a wrestler now." I said, "Oh yeah." So I showed him a picture. He's like, "Whoa, he's huge." I said, "Yeah." I said, "His name was Rex Steiner when they brought him in." He was like, "Oh, it's a great name." I said, "You know what they named him?" He goes, "What?" I said, "Braun Breaker." He goes, "That's fucking dumb." I said, "I know, it's dumb." He's like, "How do you mess that up?" I said, "I know." It's perfect. See, even my brother-in-law, who's like real wrestling adjacent, thinks that's dumb.
He knows it's dumb. 2 WCW guys, man. Yeah. 5-time. Woo! Oh, the knee.
Oh, he's feeling it.
Oh. I liked Heyman as a commentator.
Yeah, he's a great commentator. Him and JR together was really good while King was dealing with his issues.
Yep. Oh, yes. That was Bully Ray. We should say Bully Ray, sadly, and Velvet Sky have
no longer together. Yeah.
No longer. I mean, that was, I mean, Bully Ray was, no offense, but incredible work by Bully Ray too. Velvel's, that's
and then Velvet Sky posted on Twitter. Yeah, she's ready. She's ready to date, folks.
What? That quickly?
Ready to date.
Wow. That was fast because they both said that, it's an amicable breakup. They're going to stay friends. They care about each other.
We don't know. Maybe it's been going on for a long time.
That's probably true. Very true. Very true.
If you want more strong style relationship advice, it looks like Charlotte Flair and Andrade may be on the skids.
What the hell?
Andrade unfollowed her on Twitter.
What is going on? Why is that happening? Andrade.
Also worth noting that Andrade ripped his pants on Dynamite and wrestled in his leather underwear.
Hello.
Which I'm sure, again, it probably was. I mean, he's a good-looking dude.
If I like Andrade, I'd wear leather underwear everywhere.
Yeah, same. I do the old Finn Balor, White Goodman, pump up my cup thing going on.
Is that what you mean by pumping air?
Yeah, he's pumping air in that thing, dude. I know he is.
Oh my God. What accusation.
And if he's not, well, I mean, that's cool too, brother.
Where's Chris Taylor with the accusations?
Here it comes.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh, my Lord, man. Which one had a better one, him or Eddie?
Don't make me choose. Eddie's looked better. But I think Rob Van Dam's was more devastating looking.
Oh, my Lord.
Here we go. This is what we wanted all along. It's bedlam.
It's mayhem. Oh, man. Dude, I don't know how he doesn't break his leg in the ring doing shit like that.
Wow. Beat him with
fantastic.
The kick from the top.
Ooh. I don't know, man. 4 men to 3, but you've got 3 of those men or 2 of the 3 of those men are Undertaker and Kane, or Undertaker and
The Rock.
And The Rock. That's like having an extra man. Let's see if any more Streamlabs and Super Chats have come in here. All right, no stream. Keep sending them in if you want. If you're watching this along with us, let us know your thoughts on this thing. And if you haven't hit a like on this video, please hit a like on this video. We got 53 of you watching us right now. Please hit a like on this video.
Haskell knows what I'm talking about.
He saw the video.
He saw the video.
Oh, see.
Ooga.
Oh no. Oh no. That's how you do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's letting everybody know she's on the scene, I think.
Oh, Jesus Christ in heaven. The line starts there.
I guess so.
She's a beautiful, beautiful woman, man. Where is she? She's not wrestling anymore, right?
She does commentary for the NWA.
No, that's right. That's right.
So she's still in wrestling. Boom!
Wow.
Well, foiled. Stunner!
I can't see straight. My eyes have gone. I've gone blind.
Well, you must have looked at the Velvet Sky
video. I just looked
at
the video. Jesus, Mary, Mother of God.
Undertaker eliminated.
Yes. Overdo the moment, Steph. You never met a moment you couldn't overact. Oh my!
You know what was great? Danhausen. Billy Gunn's sons wrestle in AEW, like him and his sons.
Yes.
They're called the Gun Club. And Danhausen started calling them, because Billy Gunn used to be Mr. Ass.
Right.
So he started calling them the Ass Boys. And it got so popular that it was trending on Twitter, Ass Boys.
It's the Ass Boys.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
That's brilliant.
Did you get anything for Black Friday? Did you partake?
Yeah, I bought a few things. I got a new pair of headphones, which I'm wearing now.
Nice.
I got Blade on 4K for $10 at Best Buy.
Oh, you screwed up.
No, I love Blade.
It was on Amazon for cheaper.
For $10?
It was like $7.99.
Oh, okay. And then I bought FIFA 22 and Madden 22 finally. I told you I had to wait till Black Friday. $35 each on Amazon.
Oh,
so
shoot. That's a deal.
For the PS5. And then I'm probably going to get some 2 or 3 pro wrestling t-shirts. Got to get rid of some shirts, so I'm going to replace them with some new stuff. And I think that's it. Maybe a couple of pairs of Adidas pants, but that's about it.
Nice.
So not too big. Last year was the big haul. There was a lot of sales last year that were really big. So
I got.
Yes. What did you get? Sorry. What did you? Please.
That's okay. I got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Steelbook.
Nice.
From Amazon for $10.
Ooh.
I got Edward Scissorhands, the 20-something. Hold on. Edward Scissorhands 25th anniversary Blu-ray.
Nice.
For $3.99.
Wow.
Hell of a deal. We needed a new copy. Our DVD was all scratched up. I got Jingle All the Way because we need a new copy of that as well for $6 on Blu-ray. And I got the Friday the 13th Uncut Collection for $20 on Blu-ray.
Wow.
So I'm not like, I feel like I'm not doing the 4K. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, until I absolutely have to. I'll still just scrape up the Blu-rays real cheap.
I only pick up the ones that I think like will look good on 4K.
Sure.
I don't just grab any 4K.
There goes book.
Spike Dudley over there. How many of those people were let go like within 2 or 3 years after? It's like those people cheering for Vince when he showed up with the egg out of the limo. It was like, oh my God. Didn't you tweet somebody had a gun to their heads or something like that?
Yeah, Bruce Pritchard and Johnny Ace were right beside out of the shot with guns saying, cheer for Vince, you mother effers.
Cheer for it. Recognize him.
Oh, that's a good idea, Haskell. He says that he adds every Blu-ray and 4K movie that he wants to his cart in Best Buy, Amazon, Target, Walmart. And I guess he just keeps refreshing to see if the price changed.
Oh, that's smart. Smart. Yeah. Yeah, I never buy. I usually, only when I bought the PS5 that I buy some video games, but I usually wait till Black Friday to buy any of my video games. I was going to get the Green Knight. They had that for 4K because I love that movie, but it was sold out and said it won't be back for another 2 or 3 months.
Wow.
So I was like, shit.
Okay.
And I got to get Zack Snyder's Justice League. Apparently, that's available for $16.
Dude, it was $10. It was $10 the other day on
Blu-ray?
Amazon on 4K.
What?
$10.
Wow.
I looked at it yesterday and it was, I think it's 16, like you said. But I was like,
now,
dude, $10? Like, come on.
Pretty good. Oof.
You know, that looks good.
And of course, never one to miss a moment. Snyder tweeted out a picture of himself in Thanksgiving, or a picture of his Thanksgiving setup. And at the end of way at the back was Infinite Crisis, which is the sequel to what he was pitching with his run for the Justice League. So of course, everyone's like speculating he's going to come back and finish off what he started.
Yeah,
with
right.
Justice
Yeah,
League.
right.
Yeah, that ain't happening. If they are promoting your release of your version of Justice League, they are not going to let you shoot a sequel to that with their money. They're just not.
Yeah, we're good.
Not that I don't want it to. Okay, before the Snyderverse people come after me, I want it to happen. Of course, I want it to happen, but I think there are signs here that they don't want it to happen. So I can't imagine that it will. But I want it to happen.
You know? Rob Van Dam eliminated.
Ah, damn it! Is that Charmel?
That was Charmel.
Yeah. Oh,
I gotta say
this is a hell of a foursome.
While we're continually off topic about wrestling,
yes.
So I rented last night at the Redbox.
Oh,
my wife was like, she got off. She had to work early on Black Friday because she works at retail. She got home at like 3:00, and she was like, "Let's go rent a movie and like let's watch something real holiday seasonal and let's like just hang out and chill." I was like, "Great." Yeah. So I rented Candyman, and which is not holiday nor seasonal either. Yeah. And she's like, "I don't want to watch this." I said, "I know, that's why I rented it." I got up this morning and watched it. Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen, when I was still struggling to do reviews, when Candyman came out, I'm like, I got to do a review on this. And I loved that movie. Really enjoyed that movie.
It's
better than
special.
In my opinion, a better made film than the original. The original is a cult classic, and I get it.
Yeah.
But this is a better made film that has even more to say on the social side of things, social justice side of things. And I appreciated that for what it was. And the acting from Yahya Abdul-Mateen, the second is incredible in the movie, man. Agreed. I'm glad you liked it too. It's such a good movie.
I'm like, I was in awe of it, honestly.
Yeah.
I like the original Candyman just fine. Like Tony Todd's great and all that. But yeah, it's a cult classic for a reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is. I think I kind of like the story better in the first one, but I think it was told better. It was a better made, like you said, a better made film this time around.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And Haskell reminding people that Pig, the Nicolas Cage film, which is excellent, is on Hulu. That film is a damn good revenge film, man.
Nicolas Cage revenge film? Count me in.
Yep. He's a former chef who lives out in the woods, and he basically has a pig that he has raised to find truffles. And people come out there to buy the truffles from him. Well, somebody steals his pig out of jealousy and wanting to get ahead financially in the
truffles are expensive.
Yep. In the Portland restaurant scene or whatever. I think it's Portland. And he goes back. He left the scene 10 years ago. He goes back to go find his pig and get revenge on the people who took his pig. It's fucking excellent. And it's not one of those like shoot 'em up, blah, blah, blah. It's way more thought-provoking and quiet, but hell of a incredible revenge film and some good damn scenes.
You know, like a lot of people say, like, can Nick Cage turn it around? Can we accept? He didn't need to turn around, dude. Like, what's he need to turn around?
Yeah.
Like Mandy ruled. I thought that was such a wild movie.
Oh, Mandy was great. The Wonderland one where he's working in the arcade. That was great.
Didn't see that one yet, but yeah.
People forget. People think because he does all kinds of other stuff that this guy weaves in some brilliant fucking films within his other stuff. That it's not like Willis. Everything Willis does is now straight to DVD and shit. But Nicholas finds some really interesting gems as he's doing all kinds of work. He just loves to work, you know?
Yeah. Haskell says it's not like John Wick. Fun fact about me.
No.
I have never seen a John Wick movie.
Oh my God. I think all three are available on Amazon. Come on.
I think that Target has them all for $15.
There
so
you
I think
go.
I may just have to go grab them off of Target.
Big mistake there by Angle. To be fair, this is how many minutes are we into this match? 30-minute match. They're probably super exhausted.
Oh, exactly.
This is a pace.
Gotta be.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, Austin was a fucking android with all the shit he was wrestling on his body.
It's not that I don't like Keanu Reeves or John Wick. It's just that I just for whatever reason, all those movies missed me. I don't know why.
It happens. It happens.
And I didn't want to see one without seeing the other.
Oh, this is so good. This is what we were getting to, these four.
Here we go. Here we go.
If I remember correctly, Jericho gets eliminated and it's Angle. Oh, no. Yeah, and it's Angle and the Stone Cold against The Rock, if I remember correctly. But maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, it doesn't look good for Jericho right now.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, I didn't find too many other 4Ks that I want. I mean, Revenant was there, but, I can always watch Revenant. I don't necessarily feel I need to own that one for $10.
I've been trying to get the director's cut of Dr. Sleep.
Oh, yeah, the Mike Flanagan.
I think it's like $5 on Amazon or something. That's for me. Because I love that book, man. I love that book.
A lot of people like that movie.
Then they did the movie, and I was like, it's not exactly like the book, but it's good enough.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to make that book into a full-blown. And if you're going to hand it to somebody, hand it to Flanagan, because he's going to do the absolute best that anybody could do with it.
Yeah, I didn't see that Midnight Mass. A lot of people said they liked it. The one on Netflix.
You either like Midnight Mass or you hated Midnight Mass. I think it's just one of those things. It's Flanagan through and through, 100% Flanagan. So if you like his other stuff, you're gonna like it.
Is it like Malignant in that? Okay, the James Wan one. Either you're in or you're out completely.
Yeah.
We still got 60 of you watching us right now. Thank you very much for sticking around with us as we do this watch along.
Yes,
Please make sure you hit a like on this video as well. And if you're watching later, and you're watching the watch along with us later, thank you very much. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of this watch along or whatever we talked about here on the show for sure.
Yeah. Movies, relationships.
Yeah.
We're talking Black Friday sales.
Yeah.
Cough medicine.
If you want headphones, you want to, and you're cool with spending a little pretty penny, there's a lot of great Bose headphones that are out there for you to buy that are discounted at deep prices. So just a recommendation. Amazon's got some good sales on those headphones, and the AirPods or whatever. Those are available too at Target for cheaper.
I'm afraid I'll lose them.
Oh man. 3 things I check for when I go anywhere: my Bose headphones, my wallet, and my cell phone. Everything else I can lose.
Yeah, my wife asked me when I was on a plane recently. She's like, "Why are you taking your Beats headphones on a plane? What if you lose them?" I was like, "This is the whole reason I got the headphones."
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Angle's
eliminated.
Oh shit! So it's Stone Cold versus Jericho and The Rock.
But he's not legal.
Oh, he's not legal.
Or is he?
You're damn right. Sony. Yeah, I don't like the Sony sound. I prefer the Bose. I've tried the Sony, those 1000s. I went to Best Buy. I tried those things out. I was like, nah, those aren't as good as the Bose. And the Bose just came out with a QC45 that's even better, and it's incredible. Oh, they tried the Luthaz press. They got the reverse.
Are we going to be off next week for Spectacular, or is that on Sunday, or what?
It's Saturday. Shit. Yeah, I guess we are off next week. Didn't even think about that. Yeah. Unless but you're not coming. So we could have done a live one, which would have been awesome.
That would have been great. Yeah, I'm not coming. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll be off next week. We'll figure, or we'll do a.
We're gonna have to figure something out because I got a couple things going on in December, so we're gonna have to.
All right.
We're gonna figure some stuff out. It's the holidays, folks. It gets hectic.
Yep.
So if you keep a keen eye, if you're watching the Pittsburgh Steelers and Tennessee Titans game on December 19th,
you're gonna
from
be there?
Pittsburgh, look for me in the crowd.
Nice. How you Titans doing? Ooh.
They lost one game, dude. I saw Winston talking about that. He's like, I told you, Titans are no good without Derrick Henry. I was like, yeah, they beat the shit out of the Rams, didn't they?
They did.
Without Derrick Henry. They lost one game, dude. One game.
We'll see how the Rams got. I mean, the Rams, what's the next? They've got the Packers. This is going to be an interesting game tomorrow. Rams-Packers, for sure.
Titans are playing the Patriots.
Gramash, you don't know what you're talking about. I've tried the noise canceling with Sony headphones. No, the Bose are better. The Bose are just better with noise canceling.
I've always heard that old Bose is better than new Bose. I don't know if that's true.
Well, in terms of fit, which is why they came out with these QC45s, because they're another version of the QC35s, and those were like the favorite ones. The 700s, I have a pair of the 700s. They're nice, but they fall off. They slide off. So, but the 45s or the 35s, they stay on your head, which is why I use the 35s for my shows, because they just stay on your head and it's no big deal.
I don't know if we can do a War Games watch along because I might be there. So
oh, is that Sunday? Oh shit! Oh,
yeah.
We'll there it is. Oh,
so as it should, comes down to The Rock and So Cold Steve Austin.
Damn right. Or does it? I thought you said Angle wasn't legal.
No, he's back. He got eliminated. What the? The Strum!
You cheating son of a bitch. That's brilliant. Great storytelling there to have him do that. Make the fans think, oh my God, he's actually going to lose. He might lose. That egomaniac. Yeah, no, I respect Gramash. I respect it. It's your opinion on the Sonys. If you like them, it's all like some people love those beats. I'm not the biggest fan of the beats. Bose just works for me.
I'm a Beats guy.
Ah, there you go. Some people love those Sennheisers. I love those Sennheisers. Oh, where are you going, you son of a bitch?
Said I ain't losing my damn job. Immature. Shout out to JR. Had his first radiation treatment. This week.
Nice. Okay.
So seems to be doing okay. So
yeah,
hopefully speedy recovery to JR.
And JR making a great point, because if The Rock gets eliminated because of outside help, Stone Cold gets the victory, and then they're screwed. He's telling, okay, I'm going to flip you over, I'm going to reverse you. Oh,
yeah, JR going to be off commentary for a bit. I think it'll do him good. Like, obviously for his health.
Yeah.
One and number two, I think he needs a little break. No offense.
Yeah, fans have been coming after him.
As long as they don't put Alex Marvez back in the booth, we'll be all right. Hopefully they stick Taz in there.
Do you like this guy that calls the Impact matches? Joey Gialli, is that his name?
Who?
The guy who calls the Impact matches with Velvet Sky. What's his name?
You're talking about Velvet Sky's in NWA. So
sorry, NWA. The guy who calls
Joe Galley?
Joe Galley. That's it. Joe Galley.
Yeah, Joe's fine.
Yeah.
Joe's fine.
I don't mind Joe. Out of San Antonio.
Yeah, I like Joe.
We know a couple of people out of San Antonio who talk wrestling as well.
Yeah, they invite you on their show, but not me. So,
well, they aren't together anymore.
I'll just bury them here.
How dare you? They aren't together anymore. It's only
Dan.
Oh,
no broken tables. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a bitch. Those are called bitch slaps, man. Oh, the Spanish announce table.
Yeah, the classic Spanish announce team.
¿Qué está pasando aquí? El Stone Cold and El Rock. I should do a whole segment where I just call these matches in Spanish as the Spanish announce table.
That'd be great. And then me just not understanding anything you're saying.
just saying terrible racist shit over.
¿Por qué?
No lo sé. Oh, these guys put on. Now, see, as opposed to Becky and Charlotte, I never got bored when these two guys fought each other. Never thought it was too much. Never. Maybe because there were gaps in between, because both of them would get injured. Look at that.
He's on him.
Son of a bitch. He stole my woman. He's just laying on top. He's so tired. He just like 5 punches.
I honestly don't think that wrestling has two guys like this anymore. Like
no.
two or women. I don't think they have them.
Yeah.
Like two iconic generational stars. They may have one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they don't have two.
Wait, is Daniel Savua saying that Randy Orton's like Eli Manning? Maybe. Or is he more like Peyton, where he's just this guy who played forever, got a couple of shots at the apple, but
Eli Manning's not bad. That's a good. I like that comparison.
Ones. Yeah, the Eli Manning might work. Yeah.
Originally, I was going to say Chris Chandler, but I was like, no.
Chandler?
Jim Kelly.
Maybe Rich Gannon. He's got a Super Bowl victory.
He only had a couple good years. Jim Kelly was good for a long time.
He was. Still one of the best 30 for 30s ever is that Four Rivers one about the Buffalo Bills.
Of course, the best 30 for 30 is the U and the U part 2.
Oh, my God.
The best ones.
The U is great. I'm not going to lie. I'll for fun, that is the best one. The two Escobars
it's insane.
Is fantastic too.
Also, like Broke, like that.
Yeah,
one.
Broke feels like a time capsule though, because
Yeah.
the players nowadays they rarely ever go broke. Now there's so many people involved to make sure that they don't.
I heard that Ben Simmons was broke. Did you read that story?
My God, that can't be true. God, I hope that's not true. As if he ain't got enough to fucking navigate. Don't throw that in the mix. Ric Flair and Sting, sure.
Yeah, but
that's comparable.
They were two generational stars, really.
Yeah,
but really, Sting was more of a generational star than that was Rick's like second generation, because him and Steamboat were really the generational stars for him.
Yeah, true.
It's just a shame, like we never got Sting and Taker in their primes.
I think it's still a shame, and I've said this on the show, that we never got Stone Cold, Triple H, and Rock. In their primes in one triple threat match. Oh, J-Dog trying to pimp for the Cleveland Browns 30 for 30. No love for Believe Land. It's a good doc. I'm not saying, but it's not in the top.
You know what I miss? I miss ESPN doing original movies. Like,
oh, yeah.
Remember The Junction Boys, where Tom Berenger was Bear Bryant? That was a good one, man. Just love that shit.
If I can throw one out there for maybe some people. 12 Mighty Orphans. Saw that the other day. Got sent a free copy by one of the publicists. And not a bad movie. If you just kind of,
Mighty Orphans.
For what it is, not a bad movie. Luke Wilson coaching a bunch of young players with Martin Sheen. It's actually not a.
Do they cut drink beer and Luke Wilson's a drunk?
Oh my god!
Because that would be just the Bad News Bears if they did that. I gotta show you this. Hold on. Go look at my
Cena and Orton. No, not Cena and Orton. Cut it out.
One of the best ESPN original series that they ever did. Playmakers.
Oh yeah, Playmakers.
Excellent show.
That's the one they got in trouble for.
Completely ridiculous movie.
Yes.
But, yeah, Storm Coke at halftime. I don't think so, but
Stunner. Oh God, Jim Ross at his best, man. God damn it. I love it. Love it when these guys get there. Oh, he's bleeding from his mouth.
He's been bleeding for like 10 minutes. Where are you?
Has he? I didn't notice. Sorry. Oh, what the hell?
Nick Patrick.
What? NWO's Nick Patrick. What the hell?
See, this match should have ended like 5 minutes ago. We're just doing a bunch of stupid bullshit now.
Oh. Ah! Who's going to pull Nick Patrick out? Oh. I love Nick Patrick's reaction. What the hell? He's probably mad at him because he didn't count fast enough.
Yeah, he's got the lefty pump looking like fucking
I know, like...
Jared Lorenzen throwing a football. Tim Tebow.
Your job is to count to 3, you son of a bitch.
J-Dog, in other strong style relationship news, it did come out this week that Ty Conti is divorced.
Oh, that's a shame.
He wants to give Ty Conti her number. Well, this is the platform, so
keep dreaming, my friend.
So if Ty Conti's out there listening, perhaps
I'm
you want to give
only
J-Dog a
joking
shot
about the Velvet Sky stuff.
Hey, you never know till you shoot your shot, brother.
I guess. Stunner! Who knocked out Hebner? Was it Austin? Oh, it was unintentional. Sure it was.
Yeah, it always is. Oh.
No, Angle, of course. Where did that come from?
Kurt Angle was a double agent.
Right. Heyman. So good, Heyman. No! Is that the Brooklyn Brawler back there?
It was Steve Lombardi.
Love it. You're out of work again. Oh my God.
There's Ivory back there. Sean Stasiak.
Oh yeah, Terry Reynolds.
Yeah, man, I hear you, Gramash. I love fan signs, and I'm glad that they've kind of come back to AEW. I'm glad, man. Yeah. I love fan signs.
There it is.
Feels awkward that The Rock won the alliance for WWF, but he's holding the WCW championship. Well, there you go.
Nice.
There you go. The
Good stuff.
Alliance defeats the Invasion. WWE went on to flourish and make more money than they ever have, as we know these days. And people got fired in that match. People get fired in real life from the WWE. So here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Craziness.
Join us next week and see if Ty Conti messages J-Dog.
No, she will not message J-Dog. All right, there you go. Thank you all so much for joining us for this live episode of Strong Style. We appreciate it madly. Thanks for sticking around during the watch along as well. That was a fun one. 45-minute match. Incredible match for sure between all those incredible wrestlers there. A nice little piece of the time capsule for us to enjoy for sure. Aaron Turner, thanks again, brother. Great stuff. Appreciate you taking the holiday weekend to hang out with us today. Tell people where they can find you, everything going on, my man.
Find me on Twitter at only Aaron Turner. Yeah, just stay tuned for the programming for the next couple of weeks. We're gonna have to tool some stuff.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. Holidays are hectic and crazy, especially around here. So get excited. Get excited for it. It's gonna be awesome. Glad people like the setup. Appreciate that. And only Aaron Turner. I'm sorry, I'm rambling now. I need some tea.
All right, let him go.
Need some tea. Talk to you guys later.
There it is. All right, you can follow me at The Rocha Says on Twitter and on Instagram. Thanks for all the Streamlabs and Super Chats today. Let me make one last look to make sure to miss something. Okay, cool. Thanks for everything you guys sent.
Wait, before you get going, I forgot something.
Go ahead.
Good luck to you next week.
Oh, thank you.
One last ride. Ugh. This man has been talking about pillars of company or pillars of a thing, a Schmodown pillar in his own right. Nobody better than the Outlaw, John Rocha. The reason I really got into the Schmodown, one of the first characters I gravitated towards was the Outlaw, John Rocha. So for all that you've done, for me as a fan and for everybody else as a fan, I appreciate you. Looking forward to seeing you whoop ass one more time.
I hope so. Thank you very much, Aaron. Very kind of you as well. Aaron has a 100% record over me. So shout out to Aaron. Incredible stuff. 1-0. But very nice words, man. Thank you so much. Always humbled when people say that. I loved doing it. It was my honor to be a part of it. It's time to move on, but it was a great ride for what it was. And I never quit. And there's a pride in that for me that I retired when I was ready to retire, not because I got burnt out or I couldn't do it anymore. The fans always revitalized me, always re-energized me to come back to do it again. But, it's just time. And it'll be a fun match. I hope I can stay in the match with Dan. Dan's one of the powerhouses in the league, and he's been played 13 matches this year, this man. So he's got a lot of knowledge in that body of his. We'll see if I can hang with him one more time next week live December 4th on the Schmodown Spectacular. But follow me at The Rocha Says on Twitter and on Instagram, Twitch, The Outlaw Nation. Remember to subscribe to this channel. If you're watching, you haven't subscribed yet, for God's sake, subscribe. We just crossed 19,300, marching towards that 20,000 mark. Please subscribe to everything we got going on here. And also my other podcast, Cinephiles, The Top 10, and The Geek Buddies. All right, we're out of here. Take care of yourselves. Be well. And we'll talk to you next week with another episode, either live or pre-taped, of Strong Style. Peace.